Everybody that you're able to reach us by either using a computer or a smart device. You can visit www.zoom.us, and you can enter the meeting ID 754-663-912. And if you have a problem, there's a phone number of 646-558-8656. Again, the same type of meeting ID is 754-663-912. And once you're on, when we open up the public hearing, if you would like to join, you can hit *9, and that's to raise your hand. And then when completed, hit *6 to toggle and mute the system. So with that, a couple of other small housekeeping areas for people in the audience is that if there's an emergency, then please use the exits. There's one right in the back, one to my right over here. Also wish that you have any electronic devices. You can either put them on vibrate or silence them somehow. And again, if you need to do the exits, do not go to the elevator. You'll have somebody from the EMTs help you get down. So with that, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, so please stand and join with me. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now I'll introduce the members of the board. Brand new member tonight, Mr. Michael Appleton, the planning director, Liz Robido.
Good evening.
I'm going to jump in the back, man, and introduce the scribe over there, Carolyn Wilson.
Good evening.
And then we have the town administrator's appointee, which would be Mr. Randy Chase.
Good evening.
And we have an alternate that's sitting in for Dan Healy, and that's Mr. Michael Appleton.
Mr. Wood.
I'm sorry?
Good evening.
Oh, Wood. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, for Dan Healy. And then we have, and I'm going to really butcher this one here. This would be Mr. Menavini.
That's correct. Good evening.
And then we have the man behind the curtain is Mr. Owen Prevention. We have Deputy Director, Mr. Mark LaRue.
Good evening.
We have alternate sitting in for Brian Fishman, Mr. Thomas, hang on a second, Mousy.
Good evening, Mr. Chair.
Is that right?
Yes, you did.
We'll get Mr. Pelletier. And we have our secretary, Mr. Malaby.
Hello.
I am the vice chair, and I don't have a screen. Just a minute, please. I don't have a screen on here, so is he there? Dave Nelson?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'm here.
Oh. Okay, and Dave Nelson's the chairman of the board, and he's on vacation, and he's good enough to be able to come on and bail me out.
Coming to you from Nantucket.
So with that, the first item of business is escrow. And the escrow is, go ahead and let us know about that.
Okay, so this is for the subdivision of MAP 7, Lot 84 on Drew Road. The developer is Shade Tree Farm. This is a cash escrow. The project was located at 66 Drew Road. It was a 4-lot subdivision. The request is to approve a final release of cash escrow in the amount of $22,718.88 for the above noted project. This escrow is non-interest bearing, and the amount to retain would be $0.
So moved.
It just disappeared. So we have a motion?
Second.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Oh, Mr. Pelletier. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Passes. Next item of business is the approval of the minutes of September the 17th, 2025. And
Mr. Chair, here are no comments. I move to accept the minutes as proposed.
So we have a motion by Mr. Malaby. And was there a second? Mr. Pelletier. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstain.
So,
I'll
Mr.
abstain.
Chairman?
You had one,
I'll abstain as I was not at the meeting.
you got that?
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, didn't you get Dave too?
technically, if I'm or anyone is participating remotely, all votes must be by roll call.
You're right.
And our
That's-
procedures.
Let's go back over that last one because that's the most important one. Thanks for reminding me on that. Again, we had a motion on September 17, 2025 to accept as is and written. And we had a second by Mr. Pelletier. Now going down the row there, Mr. Chase,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
I'll abstain. I wasn't here.
Mr. Navini,
Abstain.
Mr. Mouse,
Mousy, yep, yes, I was here, yes.
Pelletier,
Yes.
Mr. Malaby,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
and the vice chair votes yes also. So now that officially passes. And thank you for that. It's been a while since I've done this. Correspondence is,
I'm disappointed to announce that there is no correspondence tonight.
we'll make up that for that for you later on. Okay, we're going to move into other business. And before we start that, I want to make a little comment and turn it over to Liz. We have a first reading on the legislative changes from last year's State House legislative body. And also, on the document you have, we're making changes to the Gateway District. So with that, we'll give it to the planning director, and we'll go over that. Well, most of us have gone over pretty good. There's a special section coming up that the chair and them had brought forward, so it makes good sense.
Okay, so thank you. If, after the last meeting, the changes were incorporated, they were sent to the attorney, and the board should be commended. Looking at over 40-something pages of amendments, the attorney came back with just 2 changes, one of them extremely minor. The other was related only to the multifamily and the commercial zones, where he suggested that we limit any, we would need to limit things to, the board would have to, obviously during site plan, you look at your site plan things like character of the neighborhood and how it fits in and all of that. But when you look at it from the zoning perspective, under the conditional use permit, you would need to limit that to things like, is there adequate infrastructure and municipal services? So in your draft, and it may be easier to look first at the, you have 3 things in your packet related to this first reading. The first is a new document that says, it starts off, it says Legislative Section 16532 General Commercial. It's a 4-page document. And then you have 2 pages that have your text in your suggested motion. The thinner one is the legislative changes, so I would suggest you look at that first. If you go to page 10, under F, you can see where we inserted the language for multifamily residential and commercial zones. This one in particular is for the GC zone. And Mr. Nelson can speak a little bit more to it, but in looking at it, he and I had a conversation today, and as it was originally presented, when you look through it, we say we can do multifamily in a commercial, in this district through a conditional use permit. It has 3 specific things that are apply, and then we go into the conditional use permit, and then the things that need to be approved in order for us to approve a conditional use permit are under that, and then following that were a couple of more general things. Mr. Nelson suggested it would make a little bit more sense to take that section 4 and kind of pull that out so it's its own, all of the criteria, you know, all of the items, zoning items for multifamily are all in one place. So 1, 2, 3, I think, what do we have the new language under that legislative section, and then conditional use permit becomes G. So if you look at the 4-page handout that looks like this, it's this one, you'll see that I made that amendment. This does not change the substance of the text. All it does is put the words in just a different place, renumber it, and get rid of a lot of that redlining that is there. So you'll see that F starts, multifamily residential uses are allowed as a mixed use through conditional use permit. Talks about the setbacks if you have an existing building that you're using for adaptive reuse, talks about the density, talks about our gross square foot percentage of non-residential, mentions, you have to submit an application and how you appeal it. And then the next section, which was the original section 4 under GC, is pulled out into G, conditional use permit, and it explains how you, or the conditions you need to meet in order to get a yes. And then, so what I did was you'll see on the following pages, made these exact same changes for office, medical, business, and also for industrial too. The only other change under the the legislative district was under the ADU section. So under section 16525, same packet on page 2. Attorney Surge had suggested that we remove the language that said you can't be less than 750, you can't be more than 950. He said it was a lot cleaner just to give the maximum. The state law is pretty specific on what your minimum is, so we didn't have to regulate that. So, the chair may have some additional comments, but if the board has no issues with the wording as it is, then what we would do is we would move tonight to schedule a public hearing for October 15th on all of these changes, and we'd have our public hearing then, understanding that during the public hearing process, all of the affected property owners are notified for the Gateway District, so anyone who is having a property that's moving will get an individual notice so that they know what zone we're proposing to move them into, and they'll be able to see, everyone will be able to see the language and all that, because it'll all be posted on the website. Any questions on any of that?
I don't have any questions this time, other than one, and it will relate when I go back to Mr. Nelson, about how many conditions on the conditional use permits can we go on there? Is there a maximum, the amount of conditions on a site review?
I'm sorry, can you rephrase that?
How many conditions can we put on the conditional use permit for multifamily residential use and still be compliant with the legislative intent of the bill?
I think if we are, I'm looking for my glasses that aren't there. I think under the wording that we have here, we can issue the conditional use permit, and we would look, for the conditional use permit itself, we would look at the two things that are there. Is the site suitable because there is available water and sewer infrastructure, and do we have an adequate supply to support the development? So this piece, the conditional use permit piece, speaks to the use, so that's the zoning. And then on the site plan side, we still have all of our other regulations that any applicant would need to conform to with regard to drainage, landscape, buffering, parking, all of that. Everything in our LDCR would still stay the same for a site plan, because any anybody coming in to do multifamily in a commercial zone still has to go through site plan.
Okay. Mr. Nelson, is there something that you would like to add to this?
So, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The conditional use permit is a tool that's permitted under innovative zoning controls legislation. And typically we use that under that statutory guidance for flexibility in zoning where one size rules don't fit all, and there are variations in the property that need to be taken into consideration during the site plan process. And so there's really no limit other than what's statutorily permissible. The only reason I raised a question is that the bill that enacts this mandate in terms of allowing multifamily use in commercial districts or any other district that allows commercial uses is that there is in the bill some specific wording that municipalities may restrict that use of right based on the availability of such infrastructure as roadways, water, sewer, and the like. And so if you look at the section of that clean document on the first page, section F1 talks about site suitability. So there's two things, A and B. B is clearly just limited to water, sewage, stormwater, electricity, similar utilities. A includes other more general public services, including emergency services, schools, and municipal services. And typically those things are more related to general impact of a development, not specific to the site, and historically have been more of an impact fee thing than an offsite exaction. So I think those are all important things to consider. This law is new. There has been no case law on it. It hasn't been to court. No one's tested it. And so we're not really sure whether we can, for example, deny a conditional use permit under this for example, if there's not a sidewalk, pedestrian facilities, or we have problems with schools. That has yet to be litigated. And so that is the only open question. Item B is clearly in line with the legislative intent. A is probably a little bit expansive on that.
Okay, very good. Good explanation. With that, is there a scheduled time for the future for the public hearing, or we just go ahead and vote to accept, to move it to the public hearing?
So I would suggest two things. Number one, that the board determine that that amended language is not substantive. And then second, if, double check, does anyone have any editorial changes that they want to make, or are there any changes they feel need to be made? If not, then we could move to, there's language on top of each of the packets to move and schedule this to a public hearing for our next hearing. And that would be October 15th. But it would be important to, ensure that no one felt that that was a, moving that section 4 or, the conditional use piece to its own letter was not substantive. It's really just moving words around.
Mr. Chairman, I can address that because the planning director and I did have a discussion on this. The way the conditional use permit works technically is that in order to grant the permit, the board has to find findings of fact, all of which must be true in order to grant the permit. The conditional use permit and its required findings were embedded in the middle of a whole section of other requirements that were not actually required to grant the conditional use permit. And so I thought it was going to potentially be confusing as to how many of those things had to be found true. And therefore, I thought it was just cleaner to just physically move the exact same wording to a different section. It's more of a Microsoft Word section numbering thing than it is about the actual language.
Okay, thank you. So with that, no other questions from the board, then we'll be voting on accepting the new language there as a Scrivener-type issue for correction and not carrying the weight. So with that,
And this may be a question for, I'm not sure if this is for the chair or the planning director, but may I read these motions as presented, two at a time? Or they have to all, okay.
I believe you
we
can
gotta
read
clear
them
up the
two at a
Scrivener
time.
thing first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
Okay. We're good?
So with that, Mr. Chase,
Do you want him to read
Do
it?
you want me to?
You should probably read the motion.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, sorry. Mr. Chair, I'd like to move to schedule a public hearing to discuss proposed changes to the Town of Derry zoning ordinance to amend Article 1, Section 165-5 definitions, Article 3, Section 165-28 wireless communication facilities, Article 5, Section 165-30 zoning map, Article 6, Section 165-32.3 General Commercial 4, Section 165-32.4 West Running Brook District, Section 165-37 Neighborhood Commercial District, Section 165-39 Industrial 1, Section 165-40 Industrial 2, Section 165-42 Industrial 4, Article 20, Section 165-101.2, signs in the neighborhood commercial district, and to delete Section 165-43.1, Industrial 6. And I move to schedule a public hearing to discuss proposed changes to the Town of Derry Land Development Control Regulations, Article 14, Section 170-84, various sections of the town, and to add Section 170-85.2, design elements specific to the neighborhood commercial district, and to amend Part 2 subdivision regulations, Article 4, Section 170-21C, submittal requirements.
Second.
and do we have a second? We have Mr. Pelletier as a second. Given that, Mr. Chase,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mr. Mavini,
Yes.
Mr. Mauser,
Yes.
Pelletier,
Yes.
Mr. Malaby,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes. And that, those motions pass, and then the planning director will post it somewhere in the future when we're going to have the public hearings.
Yes. Okay.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move to schedule a public hearing to discuss proposed changes to the Town of Derry Land Development Control Regulations to amend Article 7, Sections 170-44, substantial completion, Article 9, Sections 170-63, parking requirements. And I'd like to move to schedule a public hearing to discuss proposed changes to the Town of Derry zoning ordinance to amend Article 2, Sections 165-5, definitions, Article 3, Section 165-8, number of buildings per lot, Section 165-25, accessory dwelling units, Article 4, Section 165-38, manufactured housing park district, Section 165-49, traditional business overlay district, Article 15, Section 165-125, appeals, Article 6, Section 165-32, general commercial, and 165-35, OMB, to include a new permitted use and parameters for the use.
We have a motion by Mr. Malaby, a second by Mr. Pelletier. Mr. Chase,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mr. Mavini,
Yes.
Mr. Mauser,
Yes.
Pelletier,
Yes.
Mr. Malaby,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes. So that passes forward over.
Okay, thank you. Legal notice will be posted tomorrow, and a butter notification will also go out tomorrow.
You'll be busy. Okay, next item. Planning and Director Chairman's updates.
I have none. I'm just really grateful and thank you to the board for all the hard work. Like the Gateway District, that has been a long year's worth of work, hard work, and I sincerely appreciate all the effort that the board has put in to move that forward. It has been a long time goal, at least 10 years, to get some zoning done over in that district, and it's really nice to see, some finalization on that. Other than that, I don't think there's no trainings coming up that you're not unaware of, and that's it for me.
And Mr. Nelson, is there anything that you want to bring up?
Well, Mr. Chair, you're the chair tonight, so this would be your moment.
Okay, thank you very much. With that, we'll move on to the next public hearing. Timothy Woodland, owner, Jared and Amanda Brown, PID 0401471 Goodhue Road, the acceptance/review of a two-lot subdivision.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the proposals for a two-lot subdivision located on Goodhue Road with the majority of the land to be located in the town of Wyndham. There is an existing single-family home on the lot located in the LDR district, which requires a minimum of 3 acres plus soils and 200 feet of frontage. It should be noted that when 71 Goodhue was originally created, the zoning requirement was 1 acre at the time. The intent is to subdivide off the existing single-family home and create a new lot with 0.15 acres in Derry and 144.8 feet of frontage. The parent lot will retain just over half an acre in Derry. Wyndham and Derry Zoning Boards of Adjustment have reviewed the proposal and granted the required relief. And for the Derry portion, the proposed lot is encumbered by a very irregular town line and a wetland. As the project is on a town line, review by both communities is required pursuant to RSA 674-53, and Wyndham has indicated that the plan does meet their requirements. Subdivision approval by the town of Wyndham is also required and may have already been obtained. Kurt can speak to that. The new lot will have driveway access in Derry and be served by underground electric, a private well, and septic. With regard to regional impact, Southern New Hampshire Planning Commission would only consider it a development of regional impact if there was a significant impact to the adjacent town's school or municipal services. That does not appear to be the case here. The Town of Wyndham ZBA has already reviewed the plan, and Wyndham Planning will also take jurisdiction. Wyndham Fire and Police will respond to emergencies at the residence, and any emergencies occurring on Goodhue Road will have response from Derry Fire and Police. The address will be assigned by the Town of Wyndham, and that should be noted on the final plan. All staff concerns were addressed during TRC, and those basically encompass driveway construction, addressing, zoning, and submittal requirements. There's no waivers. They have obtained their state subdivision approval. They have Wyndham ZBA approval. Derry ZBA approved a variance for insufficient lot size and insufficient frontage. You have a copy of that case in your file, and they also have their septic approval. So my recommendation would be to review the application and determine if regional impact applies. Kurt Meisner is here to represent the applicant.
Welcome, Mr. Mesner.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and board members. My name's Kurt Meisner. I'm with Meisner Brum Corporation. We're the engineers for the project. Ms. Robideau did a great job of reviewing what we have in front of you. Essentially, it's a 3+ acre lot that we're proposing to cut into 2 separate lots, existing home and a proposed single-family home that would be in the Wyndham section of the property. We have gone through the state approval. We've gone through the zoning board approval in both towns. We've provided the town with a site distance survey that was acceptable. The new single-family house will be serviced by on-site septic and an on-site well. The existing home is also serviced by on-site septic and an existing well. Those are shown on the plan that are on your 3rd page, I think. It's shown as 3 or 4. I think we lost our,
Yeah, I can't, I don't know how to drive that.
okay. So I don't know if you folks can see the sheets or not, or if you only see that sheet. No? Okay. So with that being said, like I said, Ms. Robideau went through pretty much all of the issues on the site, and I'm here to answer any questions that you have.
We need to take jurisdiction.
Yep. Mr. Chair, I'd like to move to accept jurisdiction of the two-lot subdivision plan before the board for Timothy Woodland, owners Jared and Amanda Brown, PID 04014, 71 Goodhue Road.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Malaby, a second by Mr. Pelletier. And now it's to open the public hearing, so, take jurisdiction. Mr. Chase? Taking jurisdiction?
Yes.
Mr. Wetwood?
Yes.
Mr. Menavini?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Mauser?
Yes.
Pelletier?
Yes.
Mr. Malaby?
Yes.
And Mr. Nelson?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. So the public hearing is now open. Anybody wishing to speak, either,
No, we just accepted jurisdiction.
we get the determination of regional impact.
That's all right. Mr. Chair, pursuant to RSA 36:56, the board finds the proposal as presented at this time meets the definition of a development of regional impact.
And do we have a second? Second. We have Mr. Pelletier and Mr. Malaby made the motion. Going with Mr. Chase.
No, even though this does transcend municipal boundaries, it has already been reviewed by both the towns of Wyndham and Derry, and it has been made clear that it is not a determination of regional impact.
Mr. Wood.
No, for the same reasons as Mr. Chase.
Mr. Mavini.
No, I do not believe one additional single-family dwelling constitutes a regional impact.
Mr. Mauser.
No, for the same reasons as Mr. Chase alluded to.
Pelletier? Mr. Malaby.
No, for the same reasons as Mr. Chase.
Mr. Nelson.
No, for the same reasons.
And the chair will go along with the board members. So no regional impact.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing.
So we have a motion on the public hearing.
Second.
Second by Mr. Marini. With that, Mr. Chase.
Yes.
Mr. Wood.
Yes.
Mr. Mavini.
Yes.
Mr. Mauser.
Yes.
Mr. Pelletier.
Yes.
Mr. Malaby.
Yes.
Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. The public hearing is now open. Anybody wishing to speak, please come forward. You need, ma'am, just a minute, please. We have protocol here. You need to come up to the microphone, say your name and your address. And then you can
My name
speak.
is Deborah Palermo. I live at 82 Goodhue, right across from them. And I'm just curious, it is going to be a one dwelling? It's not going to be a path to get into any of these other parcels to build into there?
Once you have asked all your questions, then we're going to ask him to come back and ask him to explain the answers to your questions.
Ask him.
Yeah, he'll come back. You have any further questions, or you all done? No, don't, not, we've got to do this on the mic, ma'am.
If that's...
And you know what she's talking about?
Sure, yeah. So I think we're gonna show you the sheet with the layout on it. There you go. So the site is for a single-family home, is basically gonna be placed behind the existing single-family home, accessed by one driveway alone for that home. So there are no other homes, no other paths, no other trails. It's a driveway to the proposed new home.
In the original home's staying up. So this is almost like in the ADU.
Well, I mean, it'll be on its own lot. It's a fee simple lot, but yes, it will be an additional dwelling on this parcel of land.
Ma'am, does that answer your question? You still need to come back to the mic, ma'am, because the people watching can't hear.
Sorry. When you have the other map up there, behind his house, there's a big parcel, couple big parcels there. He wouldn't be able to buy all that up and build in there, would he? Is that anything that could possibly happen?
Could probably happen, but that's,
It could
that?
happen.
that's not a future, it's a future thing, something we're not voting or reviewing anything in the future.
So it's a possibility that it could happen, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Anybody could buy it and develop it, yes.
There. Okay.
Possibly, I can make people feel more comfortable about this. There are single-family homes on both of those parcels now. Very long driveways that come in off of Goodhue Road, and the homes are out there now. But agree with what the board said. There is land out there, but you couldn't do it through this parcel without great amounts of permitting, and it would have to come back to you folks, the zoning board. It would have to go through a huge amount of permitting, but that's not the plan.
Okay, I'm going to reach out now to Cyber World and see whether Mr. Nelson has something to say, or if there's anybody else that's watching. Remember, I told you can, do the star 9.
So, Mr. Chairman, you may not hear it in the meeting room, but whenever the screen sharing of the diagrams happens, apparently there's audio involved with that, and there's just ear-splitting ringing and feedback that we are getting in cyberspace from whenever that screen sharing is on. So maybe Mr. Preventure can figure out who's creating the feedback loop?
We'll get right on that, Mr.
Okay, well, thank you. Again, reaching out, anybody have any questions?
I have a few clarifying questions, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So, sir, I'm looking at your map. I guess it would be your, we can look at your second map that you have, not this one, but the other one where it shows the existing dwelling.
Yes.
So I guess just my question is, so the other dwelling is going behind that existing dwelling? Is that what I heard?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so there'll be one driveway accessing to Goodhue Road for both dwellings?
No. The existing dwelling
Yep.
that's there already,
Yep.
I'm sorry, could we go back to that other sheet, which is sheet number 3?
Right, sheet 2 or 3. Yep.
Okay, yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So you can see in front of the existing dwelling right now, there's a little horseshoe
Yep.
dotted line. That's the driveway for that existing dwelling now. That's the one that currently exists. The proposed one is the driveway to the right of the existing garage, go right there, and that driveway goes to the back of where the existing, the proposed dwelling will be.
Okay, so there'll be 2 driveways coming out onto Goodhue Road from that spot?
Correct.
Okay, and then the other question that I had too was when I was reading this last line, just wanted to make sure, this is for my purposes, I guess. So Wyndham Fire and Protection will respond to emergencies at the dwellings, but any accident that were to occur in front of the dwelling would be taken care of by the Derry Fire Department and Police Department? Is that how I'm interpreting this?
That would be if there is an accident on Goodhue Road.
Yep.
That's in the town of Derry, so Derry Emergency Services would respond.
Okay.
Anything on the property would be, Windham would respond.
Wyndham Fire and the Police would
Correct,
respond?
yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. That was it.
Okay, and seeing no further questions, we have a motion.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Malaby and Mr. Vini, second that. Mr. Chase,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mr. Vini,
Yes.
Mr. Mauser,
Yes.
Pelletier. Yes. Mr. Malaby.
Yes.
Mr. Nelson?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes, so the public hearing is now closed. And finding of facts?
Mr. Chair, the board finds the proposed plan provides safe and efficient vehicular access, and the design and construction of the driveway is adequate to accommodate the anticipated volume of traffic proposed by the development. The board finds the stormwater management as proposed is designed to control the post-development runoff so that it does not exceed the pre-development runoff.
So you move to agree with the above noted finding of facts?
Yes, so moved.
And
Second.
Mr. Pelletier second that. So Mr. Chase,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mr. Mavini,
Yes.
Mr. Mauser,
Yes.
Pelletier,
Yes.
Mr. Malaby,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes. So we're up now to approve. Oh,
I'd like to ask Mr. LaRue if all conditions are all set.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Mr. Chair, after review and deliberation of the two-lot subdivision plan application for PID 04014, 71 Goodhue Road for Timothy Woodland, owners Jared and Amanda Brown, the board finds the applicant has satisfied the general requirements of the land development control regulations. Therefore, the motion is to approve pursuant to RSA 676:4, Roman 3, expedited review with the following conditions. Subject to owner's signature, submit an 11 by 17 plot plan showing the new lots, addresses as confirmed by fire prevention, and the new parcel ID numbers as assigned by the assessing department to include the new address as assigned by the town of Wyndham. Subject to on-site inspection by the town's engineer, establish escrow for the setting of bounds or certify the bounds have been set. Establish appropriate escrow as required to complete the project. Obtain written approval from the planning director designee that the GIS submission is received and is operable and it complies with LDCR section 170-24C. Subject to receipt of applicable state or local permits relating to the project. Correct the typographical errors on sheet 1 in the notes section. Conditions precedent shall be met within 6 months. Submission of the appropriate recording fees payable to the Rockingham County Registry of Deeds. This includes a $25 L-chip fee, recording fees for the Mylar, and the notice of decision.
Second.
we have a motion by Mr. Malaby, second by Mr. Pelletier. Going down to Mr. Chase,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Mr. Mavini,
Yes.
Mr. Mauser,
Yes.
Mr. Pelletier,
Yes.
Mr. Malaby,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes. Congratulations, good luck to you. Thank you very much. When, depending what side of your foot stands on the back deck is where the property changes. It's going to be a tough one. So, we're down now to members. Is there any comments that any member would like to make?
I have a comment. So a couple meetings ago, we approved a sign for Still Anthony's Cucina. I only bring this up because I believe it was Mr. Healy brought up the grind in their sign at a previous board meeting. I know this is more an issue for code enforcement, but I did notice they have a banner sign out front that I do not believe the planning board ever looked at or approved. I believe banner signs are not allowed per our regulations. So I just wanted to bring that up to the board.
I'll advise code enforcement, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. I ought to drive by there once in a while when traffic is down. Anybody else wishing to speak? Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? We have a second by Mr. Pelletier. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Beautiful.
Mr. LaRue, are you okay with the...
Yep. Good time. Thank you.
We are adjourned.